Uber here is going back 20 years in time in Arizona and allowing passengers, riders to book via phone, to speak to a real operator, real old school taxi style, right? But here's the thing. From the operator to summons the driver, that's pretty easy, right? But here's where I see the biggest problem. And this is especially for seniors that don't have smartphones, don't know how to download apps, operate apps, still very old school, uh, calling in a ride, right? And my guess it's like ages maybe 65, 70 years up that would use this type of service. I don't know what percentage of the market this is, but what I do know is that at that point there's no communication between the driver here and, let's say, the senior who made the phone call. They cannot monitor on the phone when the car arrives. You've maybe arrived, they're not ready. I see this being a mess, right? But it's just it's whether the driver wants to spend that additional time. Do you remember going way back when you had to summons a taxi, or still today, through the phone service, through the operator, communicate with the operator. Operator would say, yeah, we'll call, dispatcher would call all these taxis, and somebody would say, I can be there within 15 minutes. You waiting 15, 20, maybe double that, 30 minutes. The car eventually arrives, right? Honks his horn, or comes up to the door, rings your doorbell. I mean, how much time are drivers going to really tolerate wait when they spoil through the phone, right? They know, okay, I'm right here, there they are, we connect, off we go. Time is money in our world. So, for that small percentage of tapping into, let's say, Arizona, especially seniors who want to call by phone, is it really worth it? Will drivers do this, go for this? Especially if drivers are pushing for change, like with AB5 in California, and we now get the opportunity to accept or decline. I mean, will we accept a trip in Arizona if they introduce an AB5, knowing it came from a phone operator, knowing that the time for the individual to get into the car is an unknown factor, right? They could still be in their house. We might be outside waiting, right? We get paid for the mileage. We really don't get paid for the time. So this to me is a disaster. But the bottom line, I can tell you this, is that drivers need to keep on pushing for change, state by state. Whether they want to bring in the old fogies, or, well, I'm not dissing the old fogies, right? I'm just dissing the disconnect between Uber and Lyft management trying to use archaic or use archaic ways that were out there 20 years ago, right? And then expect the driver to accept those. People have moved on. We're very technology based. We're all about instant gratification. Will the drivers accept a system that was in place 20 years ago? That's the big question mark. Have a great day.